Welcome to WCOBM.TV. On this episode of Geeks Are Sexy, we're talking about toys, and more geeky toys. It's going to be fun, it's going to be geeky, and it's right here, so let's get started. Welcome to Geeks Are Sexy. I'm your host, Michelle Roxy Davis, and I want to thank you for joining us today. I want to give a big shout out to my sponsors today. That's Empower Bars. Go to m-powerbars.com, as well as Sin City Pickers Antique Mall. That's who we have here on the show today. We're going to talk all about toys, but go visit them on Wyoming Street in Las Vegas. And as well, Massage Customs. Need to spoil yourself? Go to massagecustoms.com today. So today on the show we have Mark Schwartz, and he is a part of Sin City Pickers Antique Mall. And I want to tell you, it's First Friday tonight. So every first Friday of the month, you got to go to downtown Las Vegas. But most importantly, throughout the month or throughout the year, think about Sin City Pickers Antique Mall. It's the best place to go when it comes to collectibles, oddities, antiques, and toys, and comic books. And that's where Mark comes in. He's going to tell us all about his collection. Welcome to the show, Mark.
Thanks.
Absolutely. So you have the second largest antique toy collection in Las Vegas.
Yes.
That is amazing. And I want to know all about that. I want to know how it got started. Tell us how you started collecting toys.
Well, I buy and sell primarily. My wife passed away, and I needed something to do, and I'm retired. So I wanted something that my daughter can be a part of. Mm-hmm.
And so from there, when you started collecting toys, and you wanted to keep yourself busy.
My first time buying toys was I'd buy collections out of town and I'd flip them, because I started out at the outdoor flea market originally selling baseball cards and football cards. Mm-hmm. And then one guy bought me out a couple of times, and I'm like, wow. Then I helped him out, and then this is where Amazon comes in. I said, what do you do with this? He said, my wife and I sold on Amazon, so I'd help him. And then in 2014, I opened up my own site, and then that's where I started poking around and picking at Sin City Pickers. And then this is prior to me meeting Katie and Dale. And so I took a small booth, and then within a month later I grew. And then I met Katie and Dale, and then so the upstairs came available, and they had put an art gallery up, and I moved to a bigger booth. Then they took over the mall, and Katie and Dale asked me to take the upstairs, so the rest is history.
Oh, okay. And so from baseball cards, why did you choose to move to comic books and toys?
It's something different and fun, and I've learned a lot doing it, and the value of stuff.
Mm-hmm. So I recently went with my friends up to your store, and we were looking at all of the various Barbies that are still in the box that I had no idea still existed. I mean, gardening Barbie, Girl Scout Barbie. I mean, you had hundreds of different types of Barbies still in the box, never been open. When you go and you find all of your toys that we're going to talk about in just a second, do you go to garage sales, estate sales? Where do you go to find all of these?
Well, sometimes I have a network. Mm-hmm. I'll go out of state sometimes.
Wow.
Sometimes I get phone calls because I'm also on Craigslist. Sometimes it'll walk in the door, and I'll take them upstairs and we'll I'll evaluate it, and if they can make an agreement with me, I buy it.
And not only toys, but comic books as well
Yes,
have a really, really intense value to them.
yes.
And you recently had a little comic book geek event that you
Yes.
had 2 comic book artists come
Yes,
upstairs.
this was on the 25th. I had Harrison Wood and Victor Moya, both of them local artists, well known, and we had fun. I mean, they brought their own art, and we had fun. I sold comics and toys. I have one room dedicated just to comics.
And it's a big room. And I want to give a big shout out to the whole family at Sin City Pickers Antique Mall. Katie, I hope your arms are okay. Countess Katie can't be here because she was at a yard sale in Utah and she fell and broke both of her arms. And now both of her arms are in casts, unbelievably as that sounds. But big shout out to Dale, Big Dale, Little Dale, Heather. Any other people that we missed at Sin City Pickers Antique Mall? It's like a big happy family. I really love it over there. And so let's talk about some of these toys you have. I mean, Chewbacca, how can you resist this?
Yeah, that's 79, made in Hong Kong. His value right now sits at $200. I have
Mork and Mindy.
Mork
I mean,
and Mindy.
these are great.
They were made in Taiwan in 79.
And what I love about this is you can just be so nostalgic, like you used to be back in a kid when you played with these toys, and now you get to have them all over again, brand new, still in the box, and there's still value to them.
Yes.
That is just, how much more fun can life be, really? Give the location of where Sin City Pickers is located
10
at.
West Wyoming, and my name's Mark, and I'm part of A&M Collectible Toys and Comics, and I have the whole top floor. I mean, there's 2,500 to 3,000 square foot nothing but nerd stuff.
I love it.
So, and come on by. I'm open 10 to 5, and I buy and sell, and come meet me.
And so the Sin City Pickers Antique Mall is huge. You could spend hours there just looking around, but the most importantly, you got to go upstairs because that's where Mark's placed out, and you'll totally geek out on anything you can imagine from back in the day when you were a kid and you just remembered, oh yeah, I used to have this G.I. Joe, I used to have this comic book. I mean, he's probably got it, right?
I have thousands upon thousands.
Amazing.
You know, from probably dating from late 70s to present.
Now let's get into Amazon real quick.
Yes.
What are some of the easy things or the pros and cons about Amazon?
Well, I prefer Amazon because at the end I know what I'm getting per item before I list it.
And why not eBay?
Because it goes directly into my account, and I don't have a end of the month fees. Where with eBay, at the end of the month, you have PayPal fee and eBay fees. So I know before I hit list and go live with it online, I know what I'm getting for it.
How long does it take you to take a picture of an item, list it on there, put all the descriptions?
Online? Amazon is very simple. Usually I use the UPC code. I don't have to take no pictures. It's so simple. And it'll show me how many listings are on there because it's cataloged if it was on before. Sometimes I have to create my own listing. It just depends. And it can take me less than 5 minutes to go put up an ad.
That's awesome.
Put up. And I have probably over 600.
Does your daughter still help you today with the store?
No. She's more into boys and stuff and her own thing, but she's proud that I'm doing it.
Yeah, that's great. And you're staying so busy with it.
Absolutely.
And you love it, and that's what geeking out is all about. I think that's sexy. Wonder why it's geeks are sexy. But anyways, go to Sin City Pickers Antique Mall. Look at all of the stuff that they have. I mean, he even brought the gang, the Rascal Gang. How can you resist this? He's got these. Go check them out. I mean, so much fun. So much fun. And furthermore, they're going to have a segment here every first Friday of the month, and you guys can talk about eBay and Amazon and antiques and all that stuff. So thanks, Mark, for coming on the show.
You're quite welcome. It was my pleasure.
Absolutely. So I hope you guys have geeked out and enjoyed yourself. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Geeks Are Sexy.